A blind man thought the elevator was operating normally, but he didn't realize that what he stepped into was just an empty shaft. He fell straight down. Luckily, he was still holding onto his guide dog's leash, but the weight difference between them was just too much. Eventually, the dog was pulled in after him. A security guard was immediately sent to check things out. As he leaned over to look into the shaft, the elevator doors suddenly closed, trapping his head. His colleague rushed over to help, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get the doors to budge. Then, the elevator slowly started coming down. The trapped man's friend pulled with everything he had, ripping the man's clothes in the process, but it was no use. The man inside could only watch as the elevator descended right onto him.
Do something!
The horrifying sight caused his colleague to faint on the spot. The man was ultimately decapitated by the elevator. After the incident, the shady mall owner chose to cover it all up, so business could continue as usual. But Jack, the elevator repairman, felt something wasn't right. Digging around online, he discovered that the elevator's designer had been working on a chip to give machines a form of life. It seemed this killer elevator was one of his twisted creations. At the same time, another disaster was about to strike. A group of shoppers entered the elevator. Suddenly, it shot upward at an alarming speed. Realizing something was wrong, someone hit the emergency stop, but nothing happened. Panic spread inside. People started screaming in terror. A little kid was so scared, he wet his pants. Then, the elevator floor cracked open. Several people plunged through. Only a few managed to hang onto the handrails, but in the end, the elevator crashed through the roof. Everyone inside was killed. This time, the corrupt mall owner couldn't contain the story. The president himself was notified. Police sealed off the entire building. Jack, who knew the truth, snuck inside the building. He located the elevator's control chamber and opened a cabinet, only to find the elevator had somehow evolved a beating heart. Determined to destroy the monster, Jack stole a rocket launcher from the military. But just then, the elevator's designer appeared and pointed a gun at Jack. He refused to let his masterpiece be destroyed. Unexpectedly, the elevator didn't recognize him as its master anymore. Steel cables shot out, dragging the man into the elevator. Jack's leg was also caught, pulling him in. At the last second, his friend kicked the rocket launcher over to him. Jack fired a rocket straight into the elevator. The monstrous machine was finally destroyed, and the twisted designer paid the ultimate price for his creation.